A lot of people think Nina Kosaka's going to VSHOJO. I'm not too sure. I'm excited. I mean, apparently these are the people that leaked Kuro, that leaked the graduation, blah blah blah. So maybe they're right about this one. I'd hope so. If it is, I'm so excited. But let's go ahead and check out VTuber news with Mr. Underhill.
And if you couldn't tell by that,
Why a Roach though?
Opening,
I don't know.
I am kind of
Roach is
Omni today.
something
Makes
else.
sense. Omni and Critical are two of my biggest inspirations, and when I asked you guys what kind of video you'd like to see from me this week, because I didn't feel like any one particular topic could have like expanded into a full video. The wonderful members of the Parliament in our Discord, by the way,
The Parliament.
suggested to do kind of like an Omni style video, just kind of a big
Omni?
chungy wungy, throw them all into one big video type thing. So
that's
exactly what we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's what you should
let's go ahead
do.
and start by talking about the big
Lay it Omni.
VSHOJO event going on, the attack of the cockroach woman.
What the fuck is this?
Speculating like when they saw like bug.
Bro, the booba on these is crazy, dude. Bro, Zentreya just gets cake, bro. Everybody got booba and Zentreya has the cake.
A lot of people thought it was Juniper, but Juniper actively put this tweet out. It's not me and the VSHOJO teaser bros. I'm very flattered that people think that I wouldn't be instantly eaten alive if my audience was even 1% larger than it already is. I think the funniest part about this is that Buff Pup was also saying this was me last week. And,
LOL.
Yes, it was. Sorry about that, Buff. We get carried away sometimes, you know? But yes,
just
there is
assume it's
speculation
somebody.
running rampant about who the cockroach woman could be. Now, at first, as I'm writing this video, I was sort of like, okay, well, it's probably just an event. It's probably just a Halloween event. My mods up and I were pretty much in agreement on that. It's definitely not a new person. They already had Kuro, like, just not that long ago. Obviously, there's no way.
Bro, it's been like 2 weeks, if that.
Sure enough, it's a third member.
A third fucking member, baby.
This is Matarakan. And as you can see, they are the world's most resilient VTuber. And yes, in fact, that is a cockroach silhouette in their display picture. If you don't know, I have very intense
A cockroach
arachnophobia.
VTuber. That's crazy.
Not afraid of cockroaches.
Arachnophobia?
Still don't like them. It's a little bit squeaky, but I am glad that they are not a spider. That would have sucked. Apologies to the spider VTubers out there.
Bro, the hate.
10 feet away from me. So
the hate.
A lot of people have been pointing out, though, about this particular little reveal.
This is the wine. Yeah.
So VSHOJO does save the day, but we see that this person is grasping for.
What if it's a red herring? You know, it could be a red herring. I mean, honestly, I don't know, but it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
What's interesting about Matarakan?
That's why I'm excited to just see it. Like, I don't know. I can't even assume. I'm just like, if it is, I'm happy. If not, okay.
Mother, wine.
I mean, bro, like
none at all. I would, however, very quickly like to, just for unrelated reasons, talk about something very quick, and that's to say, some VTuber agencies might work better for certain talents. Just because VSHOJO works very well for one talent doesn't mean that
it doesn't. Yeah, everybody's. Yeah.
Doesn't work very well for other talents. One is just better suited for what this other.
It depends on the individual.
Wants to do. As a VTuber, you might work better in the confines of VSHOJO, or you might work better in the confines of another VTuber,
or you'll be better indie.
Say here, just like it's not a one size fits all type thing. But yeah, that's totally unrelated, like completely and totally unrelated at all, 100%. Actually, speaking of unrelated, since I'm never gonna get the chance to talk about this again, Mousy said this on stream recently.
We don't have VShonen.
VShonen? That's gonna be crazy. I'm excited.
It's all VShojo, guys. All VShojo. It's all VShojo.
Wait, guys?
United under one umbrella.
Wait, they're gonna have a guy branch? VShonen?
The men,
Oh, VShonen, all of them. Okay.
Man, we only have one.
And I don't care what the mouse says. I don't care that they're part of the company. VShonen is real. In here. Could I get some hashtag RIP VShonen in the comments, please? So, the next one is a weird one, and an upsetting one at that. somebody right pissed off Merryweather for some reason.
Wait, what happened to
Mary
Merryweather?
tweeted out, "I'm sorry, but I'm not sure I'll stream this week at all. I've just been told something that honestly feels like the last drop for me. I'm not sure about VTubing anymore, and I need time to think. I'm sorry, Dog Army. Please give me time."
What the
And
fuck
don't panic,
happened?
because Mary followed that up a little bit later by saying, "I'm okay. Nothing seriously bad happened. Just feels like I was kind of manipulated by someone, and my trust was broken. I need a bit of time to feel better. I'm not quitting, and sorry for worrying everyone." Now, I'm very thankful for that second tweet, because without it, I would have damn near had a heart attack. Space existed at that point without Merryweather, who, in my opinion, is one of the best in the game.
Bro,
that's
Merryweather's illustrations are so fucking fire, bro. Like, yeah, we need this guy.
just the future for VTubing that I don't want to see. And judging by the replies and quote retweets to this particular tweet, I think everybody is in agreement. The idea of Mary quitting was a little too much. And but you know what? Listen, I get where Mary's coming from. You know, like, I think we've all been there. We've all had those moments where you know you're right in your feels, you're feeling upset, and you tweet something that maybe maybe you shouldn't have tweeted.
Well, that's how you feel at the moment, yeah.
But you know what? You
That's how you felt,
it's
yeah.
one of those, either delete it real quick, or you just kind of own it,
Or double up.
clarify with a follow-up tweet. So I don't think
Follow.
that Mary is quitting
Because of what he does. Yeah, Mary does a lot of stuff for companies and shit.
So they said something that maybe they didn't mean. I don't foresee Mary leaving, especially so quickly after Astroline. Like, I can't see it. But yeah,
and he just dropped his own company.
Mary, if you happen to see this, I doubt you do, but if you do, please don't quit. Don't do that. We'd be lost.
Probably the worst things to get. Probably, yeah. I mean, Mary's reach is pretty wide. Like, he has reach in EG, he has reach in Shoujo, he has reach like damn near almost everywhere. So yeah, I wouldn't want to piss off Merryweather.
I think, again, just emotions got the better of the lad. But I do want to stress.
What up, Belinda? Welcome in. Good morning.
Who the high hell insults or hurts Mary? I don't know who it is, and I don't want to start a witch hunt. I'm sure Mary wouldn't want that either. But, you know, hypothetically speaking, if we ever do find out, I want their head.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. How was your day? I just woke up like an hour ago.
It's causing a bit of a
What are you up to,
stir
Belinda?
in the VTubing space, but also just a stir in general. But it comes from a VTuber, so we are going to talk about it. So, Kiari recently tweeted this out. In response to a question saying, "What opinion about dating will have you like this?" Kiari quote retweeted it by saying, "Constantly bragging or showing off your partner tends to be the saddest relationship fallouts I've ever seen. Stopping your regular content creation / social posts and making it about someone you're dating is super unhealthy. A partner is an extension of you, not your personality." Oh boy.
Bro, that's definitely a hot take, but at the same time, it's interesting because I've seen it firsthand. Like, somebody I follow on Instagram, she always posting workout videos and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with it. And then one day she's posting like, "Oh, me and my boyfriend in the gym," or "when I work out for my boyfriend." And I'm like, I mean, I personally don't care, but I already know like a lot of people followed her because of like parasocial, or they want to get with her. So it's like, for branding, it's probably not great, but at the same time, you know, it's what's making her happy. But what happens when you do break up? Because now you've made like 4 or 5 posts with this guy talking about how great he is, this and that, and you work out with him, blah, blah, blah. Now, what happens when you break up? Do you just delete these 5 posts to pretend they never existed, or do you keep them up? Or, and now imagine this on a big scale to where you're like very, very, very popular. It's like celebrity breakups go massive. Like, breaking news: Leonardo DiCaprio breaks up with whatever. You know, it's massive. Like, to have that type of stress on your relationship, it's like, maybe we should stay together, because if not, people are going to try and go after our brand, blah, blah, blah. You know, what really makes you happy? It's definitely something I wouldn't want to deal with. So you should definitely, unless you're doing a couple channel, like, bro, like, keep that shit under the rug, bro. Like, it's just too much headache.
A partner is an
That's just my
extension
opinion
of
on
you,
it. If you want to
not
show
your
them off, go for
personality.
it.
Oh boy, do I have opinions on this. And apparently, so did a lot of other people.
I
The
bet,
replies on
because
that
this
tweet
is
went
crazy.
from, yes, I agree completely,
To
you are the
terrible.
worst.
Yeah.
Poor Kiari. It was a lot of responses.
There's
that I
a
don't think they
lot.
were necessarily anticipating, but
It's
I
a
will say
lot.
in the VTubing space, I do find this interesting because there are some VTubers, specifically indies, who do kind of do this and let their relationship kind of take over their content, and then, you know, inevitably they break up, and then...
I mean, like I said, it could be great for like a content channel, a couple channel. But at that point, bro, you need to make a third channel. So like I make my channel, I'm talking about whatever. She's making her channel talking about whatever. If we're gonna do like maybe I'll go on an episode here or there, but do not have me on your show all the time, and I'm not gonna have you on my show all the time. We will come together like 3 times a week to do like a content video, like a couple YouTube video, but that's about it. Like, cause when you do, if you know, if, when, whatever, if like shit happens, bro, shit happens. Like you love them today, next week, you can't fucking stand them. Right. So at least the third channel, most likely the third channel is going to stop making content, but you could still go back to your own brand and old branch and just continue off of there, bro. Like life is a roller coaster. Like getting a relationship is not the end all be all to the roller coaster. Like maybe you break up and the roller coaster just keeps fucking going, bro. It just happens.
Their content suddenly has no purpose because their content was suddenly all about their partner. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's about not that. I will say though, that my opinion on this is usually where like you start off as one thing and then suddenly your content becomes all about this other person. That's where it's bad. If you are a like couple VTuber, which they do exist, one of the more prominent ones and probably the best example I could think of is Flare and Umbra. And if you're in that situation where you're like, you and your partner want to start VTubing and you do it together, that's one thing. Especially if your relationship is already strong enough that you're, like you're already being like, yeah, we're going to spend forever together. And you're an adult and you mean that, right? Then yeah, VTubing can be a fun outlet for you. And when you start off as a couple channel, like that's
better. It's way better to start off that way. If you start off as a couple channel, you already get that traction. Hey, they're a couple. This is their boundaries, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They're entertaining together. It's cute to see them happy, blah, blah, blah. Right? Versus they started off single and now they have a person around them all the time in their content. Yeah.
Makes sense for like you to be talking about each other. Right? But as an example, Stella and I are an item. This is not like a secret. But we don't really talk about it a whole lot. Like, we occasionally will talk about it, like maybe on our anniversary we'll tweet out like some cute art of us or something, but it's not something that like we make very public, I will say though, I am very curious about this story in particular, what you guys think. Like I want to know, like, does it bother you when VTubers' content suddenly becomes all about their partner?
Yes. Like that should 100% be the big issue. It's like, I subscribe to your channel for this, and now you're making it about this. And like, sure, I might like you, but I really like the content more than anything else. So if you're not making the content that I'm enjoying, then I'm not going to watch. And if you do make the content I start enjoying again, then I'll come back. But that's just my opinion on it. Some people, they're absolutely in love with whoever they're watching. So they'll watch them regardless if today they're making VTuber videos, next week they're dropping fucking albums and mixtapes. Like, it is what it is.
Like, does it not bother you? Let me know, because I'm very curious. And lastly, it's time to duel! Alright everybody, I hope you believe in the heart of the cards, because this story is absolutely wild, so you guys might know this particular person, Papa Mutt.
Never heard of him.
A VTuber by the name of Papa Mutt, aka the VTuber.
As long as it's entertaining, yeah.
Recently tweeted out this little gem saying, tried playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For the first time in years.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Good lord, this game is awful. I just watched some dork turn one combo his deck for no joke 37 minutes. I played a game of TFT ranked before they were done with their first turn. Y'all know solitaire already exists, right? And tweeting this out was a poor decision. We have Junk here chiming in saying, I don't think it's actually that bad. Master Duel has a 300-second turn timer anyways, so this is pretty much impossible. I can understand coming to the game after being away since like 2010, and it might feel like a lot, but with every game, there's a knowledge gap to catch up with. We then had Hasher Brown jumping in saying, come on, man.
That is the respectable response, sure. Like, yeah, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! Since 2008. Yeah, 100%, it's a skill issue. It is 100%. Like, when I played Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2008 versus coming back into the game in 2023, 2008 to 2023, the game has continued and evolved and changed as years have gone by. Literal decades have gone by since this game has came out. And since I jumped in, right? So when I jumped into Yu-Gi-Oh, like, yeah, there was some new stuff like fusions, whatever, elemental heroes and what's it, Siege and freaking shit like that. And now they got like all this other shit that you would have to learn in order to catch up to everything you missed. And all the new cards, the new meta and shit like that, because you can't just jump into the new meta. You'd have to know why it is the new meta. You have to figure out, okay, so what's the difference between when I jumped in and that was the meta versus now? How did it get better? Like, and yeah, it does take a lot of work, and it is 100% a skill issue. An old hobby that you used to enjoy is no longer the same. And as technology progresses, that's going to become more and more and more prevalent, right? So I play Call of Duty, right? I don't see Call of Duty stopping. At this point, Call of Duty will come out like after like 40 years from now, another Call of Duty will come out. I'm almost certainly guaranteeing, unless Activision or Microsoft, because Microsoft owns Activision Blizzard now, unless Microsoft gets bought out by somebody else 40 years from now and they cancel Call of Duty, my Call of Duty skills are all right. I'm guaranteeing you in the next 25 years, because I said 40 years, Call of Duty is going to come out. In the next 25 years, I will probably no longer be playing Call of Duty, because the skill gap would have gone exponentially so far to where I am the scrub gamer. I am the bot getting cleaned up in the lobby because they're so much better than me. And either due to age, I can't keep up, or due to technology wise, I can't understand it. Whether they add so many different techniques and shit like that to the game, it will turn into a skill issue. And the older you get, the more you're going to realize this. So these people are saying like, it might feel, there's a lot to catch up with. Like, yeah, bro, like you don't like he hasn't played in years, bro. Wait till you haven't played something you enjoy for years and watch how it changes and see what happens. You're gonna turn into the same person saying this shit sucks. You don't think you will, but you fucking will. I'm turning into that myself.
This is literally
it
just
comes with
true.
age.
If this was on Master Duel, the game has a chess-like timer that gives you 5 minutes to play your game, so even according to pauses to let animations play, there's no way one turn took more than 10 minutes, let alone 37.
Which is crazy, like one turn. There's no way it could take up to 10 minutes. Bro, I remember back in the day, bro, turns were like fucking 2 minutes at most. Like at most, it's like, all right, 2 minute turn. This is what the card does, blah, blah, blah. Your turn. Bro, to say it can go up to 9 minutes, let alone 10, let alone 8, 7, 6, 6 minutes a turn, my guy. Like, these people are okay with 10-minute timers because they're used to it. I'm not used to 10-minute timers for Yu-Gi-Oh! And guess what? In 80 years from now, when Hasher Brown is 97 years old and due to technology, he's still feeling all right and he's still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not going to be a 10-minute time limit. It's going to be probably like 30 minutes, 30 minutes a turn. And you're probably going to be like, that's insane. Well, I went from 2-minute timers to 10. I think that's pretty insane. So what's the difference between 10 and 15 and 15 to 30? You know, it's a slow cook. Right now, it's less than 10 minutes. It's a slow cook. Eventually, it becomes 20 minutes and then more than that. It doesn't just go from 10 to 30. It goes 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 20. It's a slow cook. It's a slow cook, man.
With Junk then reach
only lasted one turn. Back in my day, duels were one turn. RNG. I got all the cards I needed for this one turn. It's an insta win.
However, one scroll through Pompamutt's replies and quote retweets, especially the quote retweets, will show you that the Yu-Gi-Oh community did not take this very well. They
Of
don't
course
play
not. They
well
complain.
at all, in fact.
There's fanboys in every community, right? So obviously, if you say anything bad about their fandom, they're automatically up in arms. Oh my God, this person is trashing something I enjoy. You got to remember, not everybody's going to enjoy what you enjoy, bro. And you just got to keep it pushing.
That Papa Mutt then had to quote retweet themselves, saying, "Y'all acting goofy AF in my DMs/comments because me, a new player, didn't like your game. I played on stream today since I didn't know how to save replays. Both games were like this. My bad if I don't find this fun, but based on the replies, not sure if I really want to play at all." Papa
No,
Mutt
for
then
real.
followed that up a little bit later by saying, "Haha, okay, I get it, gamers, my bad. I promise I won't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever again."
Like, bro, and like these be the people, bro. They like, oh, you're so bad, blah 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 blah. They make their fandom and their community toxic. This is why I don't want to see this in the VTuber community. I've seen it in a couple other communities I've like been around, and it's like the toxicity to be like, yeah, you're so bad, blah 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 blah. It's literally gatekeeping, right? And guess what happens? You're gonna keep people like Papa Mutt and other people from getting into your game, into your fan base, into whatever that you like, and you're gonna make it so bad that even the developers probably won't even enjoy supporting it, or the developers will start milking you for so much money because you'll just do whatever they say. It's like, oh, they're buying these $20 card packs. $40, $50, $80, $100. Guess what? There's going to be some fucking well that does it, uploads it to YouTube, and gets a lot of money from YouTube. So it just keeps doing it over and over again. And it's like, oh, all these other people are going to watch me open it. Bam. Like, and it's never going to stop because there's nobody in the community to say this is enough. It's going to turn into an echo chamber and it will turn to shit. But by then, you're so far, you have your head so far up your own ass that you don't even realize your fandom fucking sucks now. Because it's a sunk cost fallacy. I played this game for 5 years. I played it for 10 years. I played it for 20 years. I cannot let this game go. What has my life turned to? I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For 25 years. I don't want to do something else. This is the only thing I enjoy. But the thing you enjoy isn't as good as it used to be. And that's just facts. It just is what it is. Like, I love gaming, but games fucking suck now. And it is what it is. Some games are fucking amazing still. But a lot of games suck now, and I'm tired of pretending that they don't. They really just do. And it's not that I'm just getting old. It's literally games just are not good. You could take a game like Payday 2 and then Payday 3, direct comparison. And like you can say, oh, Payday 2 has DLC. Okay, vanilla Payday 2 versus vanilla Payday 3. Vanilla Payday 2 still fucking wins. So, congratulations, bro.
Aren't playing this game. So it is.
And that's just a recent example.
I am simply a
man got sent to the Shadow Realm.
Third
rate deck.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, bro, that joke never gets old.
I don't really play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
We all used to, bro. Back in the Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh wars of middle school and elementary. Like, yeah, bro. I used to be in the trenches. Yu-Gi-Oh's better than Pokemon. Pokemon sucks ass.
Back in the day, but
and now they both suck.
I heard Master Duel's good. I haven't tried it.
Maybe the Pokemon. Let me know if the Pokemon TCG is actually good. I just know the Pokemon like video games are pretty garbage.
After this, quite frankly, I don't want to. Regardless, I am surprised that Papa Mutt got unalive messages in his DMs over a children's card game.
Because they're idiots.
Know that people take
it's adults playing a children's card game. What do you expect?
Their card games very seriously, but
of course they do. It's their whole life. It's their life. If you question what they decided to do with their life, of course they're going to be very defensive and say, "Oh, you should die."
I did not expect this.
I did.
As we showed, you did have people like
I did.
and Junk chiming in, other VTubers like commenting on this, and I do know that a lot of the VTubing community loves Yu-Gi-Oh. We literally have.
I've saved so much money, bro. Magic. Let me know what the Magic community is like. I have no idea, but the game looks fun.
Had Merryweather in the video earlier, and I know Mary loves Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's not like the VTubers versus Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
No, it's just one person doesn't like it.
Players destroyed this VTuber, especially Papa Mutt. Like, if you know anything about Papa Mutt, I don't know the dude personally, but I have, like friends of friends, and nobody's ever had a bad word to say about the guy. So it just feels kind of bummerish. I don't know why. It just kind of makes me feel bad.
It makes you feel bad because Papa Mutt is known as a good guy, and now community is just like setting him ablaze because it's something they like. But I mean, whatever. People like what they like, man. It is what it is. Some people will cancel you for like saying their Oshi is not funny or whatever. So I mean, it just is what it is. Anyways, this was a great news video, Mr. Underhill. See you guys on the next one. Link in the description. Check out the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Here's the link. Check out the video. Bye bye.